The UCS icon, or User Coordinate System icon, shows you the direction of the Cartesian coordinate system axes. By default, the UCS icon appears here, in the lower left corner of the drawing window. The UCS icon indicates the direction of the X, Y, and Z axes. By default, the UCS icon appears white, but you can change the appearance of the UCS icon so that it is color-coded, with the X-axis shown in red, the Y-axis shown in green, and the Z-axis shown in blue. You can control the display of the UCS icon using tools in the Coordinates panel on the View tab of the ribbon, or by right-clicking on the UCS icon itself. If you don't see the Coordinates panel, remember that you can right-click on a tab in the ribbon and then toggle on the Coordinates panel from the Show Panels selection in the shortcut menu. In the Coordinates panel, you can control the display of the UCS icon. If you choose Show UCS Icon at Origin, the UCS icon will always appear at the origin, which is the 0, 0, 0 coordinate location. When this option is selected, notice that if you pan the drawing, the UCS icon moves because the origin, the 0, 0, 0 coordinate location, has also moved. If the grid display is toggled on, you can see that the UCS icon is located at the origin because the icon aligns with the red X and green Y axes. If you pan the drawing so that the origin is no longer on the screen, the UCS icon goes back to the lower left corner. With the grid visible, you can see that the UCS icon no longer aligns with the X and Y axes. If you choose Show UCS Icon, the icon will always remain in the lower left corner of the drawing, regardless of where the origin is actually located. So as I pan the drawing, the UCS icon stays in the lower left corner. Notice that in this case, with the grid display toggled on, I can see the X and Y axes, indicated by the red and green grid lines respectively, and immediately see that the UCS icon is not located at the origin. You can also control this setting by right-clicking on the UCS icon itself. Notice that if I right-click on the UCS icon and expand the UCS icon settings option in the shortcut menu, I can see that the Show UCS Icon at Origin option is currently not selected. If I click on this option to toggle this on, notice that the UCS icon immediately goes back to the origin. In the Coordinates panel on the View ribbon, you can also choose Hide UCS Icon, in which case the UCS icon is no longer visible in this drawing. These settings are saved with the drawing file, and the changes you make to these settings will only affect the current drawing. You can also adjust other properties of the UCS icon, such as the icon style, line width, size, and color. To adjust these properties, either click the UCS Icon Properties button in the Coordinates panel of the View ribbon, or right-click on the UCS icon and choose UCS Icon Settings Properties. AutoCAD displays the UCS icon dialog. Notice that by default, AutoCAD displays a 3D style icon, but the axes are white. That's because the Apply Single Color checkbox is selected. If you clear this checkbox, AutoCAD displays a 3D style icon with colored axes, red for the X-axis, green for the Y-axis, and blue for the Z-axis. When the Apply Single Color checkbox is selected, you can choose the color of the UCS icon when it appears in model space. When displayed using a 3D style, you can increase the UCS icon line width. If you prefer, you can switch to a 2D style, in which case the UCS icon will no longer include a Z-axis. You can also change the size of the UCS icon by entering a different value or dragging the slider. The default UCS icon size is 50. You can also change the color of the UCS icon that appears in Layout tabs when working in paper space. The default color is AutoCAD Index Color 160, which is a shade of dark blue. The changes you make in the UCS icon dialog are saved as part of the AutoCAD environment and remain in effect for all drawings.